so I'm sorry. I was in my bed and then I realized it was 12 and then I was like, holy shit. But yeah, let me just get things together here. Sorry. I know I probably should have done this before, but this is real life. This is real life. I'm a real human being. And this is how shit goes. Okay. So these are the 3 piles, and I'm actually really excited about this reading because I haven't done anything like this. Not like this kind of energy. I felt this is gonna be something interesting. But yeah, we're gonna just talk about who is secretly in love with you, and I feel like this is gonna be one of those readings where you can like watch this a bunch of different times for a bunch of different people, because I'm gonna hope to be pretty broad in my application. So we're gonna start with number 1, and I want to say that we're gonna describe 2 different people in each pile, so you may be on like either side, and that's part of the reason why it'll probably be broadly applicable. Because you'll get the chance to kind of see both energies. So this is friends to lovers. And this is like the circumstances between you. This is the second person. This is the first person. And these are like what the blockages between you, how they perceive them, how the other person perceives them on both sides. So just give me a second to kind of get things figured out here. So pile number 1, the first person over here, the light attribute is possum and peony in reverse. And then their shadow attribute is the horse, journey, and ambition. And then the second person is coming out with take a guess. Their light attribute is the lizard, stagnation, in reverse. And their dark attribute is the bear, protection, and faith. Obstacles are the snake and the child. Interesante. Okay, so person number 1 is definitely, or this person over here is definitely a shyer person, but not because they don't have a lot to contribute, but just because they don't always believe in the value of what they have to contribute. This is like a reading about who's secretly in love with you. So if this is not you, this is someone who has a lot of passion towards you but isn't very confident about like being outspoken about those things, maybe because they feel like there's something like physically repulsive about them. This could be someone who has something like they've been outcasted in some kind of way or made to feel different or strange about certain aspects of them that they can't change or that are prominent or dominant. So this could be someone who has like messed up teeth or like acne a lot, or you know, they have maybe even some kind of like disability. There's like a reservedness to this person. They could even be like small, like physically small. Or if this is you, then you could just be like cute and cuddly, but still kind of like alternative in some kind of way. This could be like goth energy, like goth girlfriend, or like you're mean, or like dominatrix energy if you're a feminine, where like you have a really intense presence in some kind of way. And it's like in some kind of way in like the past, maybe people have rejected you for whatever this is, and it could be related to your physical build here, with the horse, journey, and ambition. Or it could be like it's not something about your physical self, it could be that you understand yourself as having some kind of like difficult or unconventional lifestyle that like most people aren't compatible with in some kind of way. Like, this could be like the energy of someone who works the night shift and like doesn't even have a lot of opportunities to interact with other people. Okay, and this person over here is the lizard and the bear. So I think it's kind of interesting. I feel like whatever the darkness is, can you stop? Whatever the darkness is that this person feels like makes them like not good, this person relates to. But with take a guess, I feel like that's more hidden about this person or undeveloped. Like this person is more developed in maybe their darkness or like in a certain path in life than this person here, but they're like starting out new. And like this card is friends to lovers, but the significator is like the 10 of cups, which is usually like a family card. And if it's not family, it's just like someone that you feel like you belong with. So these people like have a sense of natural belonging to each other, whether they always recognize it or not. We have the 6 of cups here as well, which is like reunion with a soulmate or nostalgia. So there could even be like this energy where this first person over here feels like this person reminds them of like a lesser developed version of themselves, or they just see themselves or like their inner child is reflected in this dynamic. But because it's coming out as a blockage, it makes me feel like at times whatever these people see in each other can cause them to like, my cat is doing these zoomies, not get along very well. And she has a stellium in my 8th house, and that's with the Scorpio death energies in the reverse. And when I pulled these cards, this card actually flipped up upright, so I did see this before. And I heard the song, I don't know what it's called, but it's like, it's never over. She's a I don't even know the words, but I can just hear it's never over. And like it's over and over in my head. So like whoever this is to you, they understand their belonging in this dynamic with you. They're secretly in love with you. They're holding back maybe because there's like a potential threat here, or like a need to defend the self, or what's important to the self, or defend the self from the self, or defend the self from being seen by other people. It's like if this person underestimates how much this person actually will protect whatever is vulnerable about them. Like they would prefer to play dead than to be seen as what they are. This is someone who has like this inquisitive nature and is like determined to like pummel through whatever boundaries are up. So how they feel about the circumstances, we have the 4 of Pentacles, the 6 of Cups, Justice, and Death in the reverse. So I feel like there either have been recently or will be in the near future opportunities for this person to kind of come out of their shell and be seen as what they are in their more fragile state. And then this person will have the chance to like objectively view what's going on, even if that is chaotic, right? Like even if there's a lot going on, even if what this person is seeing isn't what they like, this is someone who has like this level of objectivity and honestly with the keyword faith, like, and take a guess, like they're kind of willing to gamble here. And they have this optimistic view of this connection, even in the face of challenges or in the face of danger. Maybe this person has more confidence or faith in themselves than this person does. Not because this person is like any less significant, but just because they seem to have like a key insecurity, maybe based in their own like nature, or if it's not their own nature, then it's maybe what they've experienced in the past with other people. These people benefit from remembering each other as who they are to each other on an emotional level, and then letting that develop over time, like letting the emotions, like what's real about this dynamic spiritually, to transfer into what's material. Like this is fixed water, so consistently showing up and demonstrating this level of connection and belonging with each other through like action, by like behaving in some kind of way in the material realm that makes this person feel more secure. This is someone who probably needs more validation in this relationship, not because this person isn't already validating, but maybe because this person like comes with this energy of threat, even though they may be in like a small package. Like someone here could be like physically smaller than the other person, but they still have some like intense energy. And it could be like this energy with the 10 of Cups being the significant. There's like a lot to lose. So if this is literally friends to lovers, then this is someone over here who has feelings for someone, who doesn't really want to share them because they're afraid of what that changes about how the situation is either already developing or will develop in the future. Like someone here feels like they have something at risk, but I feel like both of these energies kind of support gambling. With Take a Guess and this horse energy. I feel like if this person is like, okay, this person could also be like really sexually attracted to this other person. But, and then that's also another thing, is like, it's like a hidden thing. Like the sexual attraction exists over here, but it's like muted. And then it exists over here too, but it's also like, it's just being held back. So I feel like this is a situation that could benefit from more clear communication, but I also feel like that's not likely to happen because of whatever both people feel like they need to do to protect themselves. So if you are like listening to this and you don't feel like there is as much of a need to protect yourself, and you just recognize this is how you have been operating and you want to change, I feel like this is someone who will come out of their like playing dead if you prove to not be like, okay, so if you're the bear And you're coming up on this possum, and then all of a sudden you realize that it's like playing dead because it's like kind of threatened by whatever your presence is. Maybe like the best thing you can do as this bear is not to like stop being a bear, but to just keep being a bear around this person until they realize that you're not a threat. And I do something very similar in the area with like the crows, because I've been building a relationship with them since I moved here. And I whistle to them sometimes and they recognize my face. But I don't like ever like just move directly towards them, because you know, them understanding themselves as being prey, they're gonna move away. So this is a situation where you might not want to like, you might want to sidewind, like you might need to sidewind, especially if there's some kind of like rules or regulation, some kind of like law at play, or like you know, just rules. If this is something that like exists within like a workspace, especially because you don't want to lose your like position in some kind of way, or someone doesn't want to. Okay, so now I want to clarify how they see like their predicted end results of your dynamic. Like, how do they think this is gonna go over time? And shout out to Sky for giving me this deck. This is a new deck that I've only used a couple of times because I can only really use it if I have a reason. So I was playing around with it a lot, but my guides were like, no, like use this, like take it seriously. And it even has like gold like foil or tint on the side, and it's so luxurious, like luxurious. I mean, it's so nice. So nice and very inspiring as someone who like has an interest in making their own deck. And that's what I was getting. Like someone here sees someone else as maybe having like accomplished more. Like we have a queen and like a jack. And I'm sorry if you can hear all the wind outside. It's like a like sandstorm outside, and it's been sandstorming since early this morning. And it reminds me a lot of Revenge of the Sith, like Anakin. Like for whatever reason, this attraction, like the energy that exists in the dynamics that I'm reading for today, could be more chaotic or just have a lot to do with like each person's traumas. There could be a lot of reflection of like karmic balances and imbalances that need to be rectified or just need to be made aware of. Okay, so how do they see the situation moving forward? You have the Queen of Wands in reverse. Four of Pentacles in reverse. It's upright over here. So that's like this energy of this person over here letting go of control. And like this is like Queen of Wands is coming out for their energy, and it's coming out in the reverse. So this person needs to either learn how to submit themselves to you or to the progression of this relationship, or be more open to like energies coming in. So in the future, they see like energy flowing more freely because of like their internal confidence in that being like the right thing to do. And this person's shadow aspect is the horse, so I like that because like they're not just a possum, like they're probably leading with this more shy aspect of themselves, but they do have that passion to back it up with. So this isn't someone that like doesn't have anything to offer or will not offer anything. This is just someone who needs to like build up to that. Like horsepower 0 to 60. Like things could change really quickly in this dynamic as soon as this person like has the confidence. But that might like, it might take some kind of demonstration, or you might have to go through some period of scarcity with the Four of Pentacles before the situation feels more stable from like an objective, factual point of view. Then we have the Page of Cups, which is like more childlike energy. I definitely feel like someone here is really inspiring to the other person. Maybe like even creatively speaking. And then, okay, yeah, and I was saying like creative, like inspiring creatively speaking, but that also can apply to sexuality because it's coming out that with a snake. So like, in that context, someone here might like in the near future be more willing to share of their sexual energy or creative energy or emotional energy because they feel more confident. And if you're on the receiving end of that, then you want to be able to signal that that's something that you're okay with receiving. Because it seems like there could be a lot of subtle communication going on. Like someone is aware of theirs, like intensity and is going to be like really sensitive to your like every reaction to them. So expect like this person to be keeping an eye on you, maybe even like in your interactions with other people, or like in interactions and situations that surround this context, because the 10 of Cups is here, which can represent like a community as well. So like if this isn't like a family friend, this could also be like someone that you are working with. Like I said, this is friends to lovers, or someone who sees you as a peer in some kind of way. If this is someone who, like, with this horsepower was in, like, this player energy, because that can definitely be what that is. This is someone who would, like, sees themselves releasing an old way of being that they were comfortable with before. Like, this situation inspires someone to be something different, or, like, both of you to be something different in the future. Maybe even a version of self that, like, you always knew that you were, or always wanted to be, because snakes have to, like, as they grow, they shed their skin. So, and it's coming on top of the Six of Cups, which is literally like a card that, like, shows, like, development. So this could be someone that you've known for, like, a long time, or just over, like, a really important transition of your life. We have 444. This is definitely someone that you were meant to meet, maybe because of the way that they shape your, like, emotional perspective on the world. There's a lot of, like, Sagittarius energy here to represent, like, the battle between the higher self and the inner beast between both people. There could be something about the situation at hand where, like, you have to bend the rules, or, like, you have to act out of what's normal, and then there's, like, an anxiety about that has to be overcome in order for things to actually move forward here. Like, once again, this is the friends to lovers pile, so that makes sense. You have to kind of get out of your head to be able to suggest a new energy to, like, a previously established happiness. And I feel like, you know, that's received well, but someone may not even really be expecting, you know, that from the other person. So ultimately, it feels like whatever demonstration of emotion is had is received well. The situation in the future, like, from the other person's perspective, isn't predicted to go, like, badly. In fact, it seems like it's in an energy of recovery. If things had to come to an end, then things are coming, like, out of a stagnancy, like stagnation's in the reverse. So it could be this person over here who actually does something. Even if they don't do something, like take an actual action, it's like their response is different, or something about their energy shifts in a way that communicates maybe to someone else that they don't have as many reasons to be insecure. So this is like this energy for this pile number one of, like, reassurance coming in and then development happening in a way that rebalances things. And maybe, like, shadow work has to happen first. So, like, if you are independent from this person, you're not feeling like you have clarity, there could be something about needing to go into the self, because we started out with this Four of Pentacles in the upright. In the reverse, it's a person holding on. In the reverse, upright, it's them holding on. In the reverse, it's them, like, letting go. So this isn't someone, like, letting go of, like, a toxic way of being. It's them just evolving into their next best version of self, and being willing to, like, take risks in that. Like, this is moving out of an energy of being conservative and only, like, sticking to what you know. If this is like friends to lovers, once again, this is, like, same sex, and this could be someone, like, I said, this could be a shy person who's still on their own individual journey about, like, their confidence in themselves being a new version of self. I feel like if they're, like, in the closet or whatever, they're not happy there. They know that they, like, have more fulfilling outcomes, but they just don't feel mature enough or, like, confident enough to, like, really pursue them. They're just more, like, in that dream state. This is someone who, like, has identifiable, like, mutual attraction to you, but just, like, is scared to develop into their next version of self. Whereas you, like, already are wandering through the world, you're feeling childish, but, like, I don't know, it feels like if you have blockages over here, if you're this person, then it's more related to, like, you just not being ready to take action yet. But that's okay, because this person doesn't necessarily seem like they're ready to receive it either. But those things all come together in, like, due time through, like, your submission to your individual growth and also your okayness with how things already are. Because it doesn't seem like a situation, like, between you emotionally that is, like, really unstable. It feels like whatever you currently have is good enough. So try to ground yourself in that. If this is a situation that you want to see continue to grow over time, in a stable way, because there could just be like more work that needs to be done, like more effort needs to be put into achieving this situation, like seeing things come full circle. Okay, and that's pile number 1. So let's put that away, and then we'll move into pile number 2, which is first time. And I know, Sky, if you're here, you're probably gonna like that one. Like a virgin. And I'm thinking of Leon, the professional. And if that was like the case, and like this is the Leon the professional, and this is the Matilda. I hope you guys can see that energy. Like he's like kind of bad, but like also kind of good, but doesn't like, he knows he's kind of like maybe not the best role model for this little girl. This little girl is like, I'm coming into the world and you inspire me. I want to like come into my own ability to protect myself or like defend myself and like individuate, and I'm hoping that you're a way for me to do that. Like I see something about you that I feel inspired by, I want to move towards. This person still rejects themselves though, for whatever reason. Like a virgin. So there could be like an age difference in that pile, possible. Okie doke. Pile number 2. I accidentally put pile number 3 on top of this one, so you might be interested in watching pile number 3, which is enemies to lovers. Okay, same thing, 2 different people. So this one came out with low chance of success. It came out in the reverse though, and then we have new opportunities, the hair, also in reverse. And then the fox, adaptability and reactivity, in the reverse. Don't be too scared by the low chance of success. Then we have offer and gesture. And that's what okay, yeah. So don't be too scared by the low chance of success. Immediately, whoever this person is needs to like lean into their internal world and their sensitivity that exists there, like the hare and the fox. This is like predator and prey coming out together. So there's something about the situation, maybe like how high tier it is, because like even moving from friends to lovers, we have an upgrade from the 10 of Cups to the King of Cups, and that's a significant upgrade because this is the most dominant love that like maybe could be offered by that playing deck. So I feel like you're being encouraged to believe in what can continue to occur here, like even when there's no proof that that can happen. Like it's like this energy of things can change within a moment. Okay, and then this person's coming out with the chipmunk, success, in the reverse, and then the sea turtle, longevity and introspection. So yeah, this is a situation that could take place like over a long period of time. Like first time, just like seeing her for the first time again. Just Mac DeMarco. Someone here is preparing for the long term. So like one person over here knows that they're coming back. Maybe like if there is a separation, then this person over here knows that they're bringing something to the table. This also came out in the reverse. So it's like, you know, this person has no proof. This person knows what they want to do, but hasn't done it yet. Like they're preparing for that. They're like already like harvesting the acorns and such. And you know, in Ice Age, like, you know, they prepare for like the end of the world. He just has this one acorn. So like this person has already identified you. Like, you know how sea turtles like just move towards the moon as soon as they're hatched, like they just know what to do. Like this person maybe has, like, they saw you and then they were like, yeah, okay, like this is where I'm gonna end up. Like even if they haven't always been moving directly towards you, because like this could be a situation where like a lot of time has passed. And that's part of the reason why this person's like low chance of success, because this person would be waiting for this person to make an offer or gesture. And this person could be like sad, you know, like because this person probably has maybe like a high sexuality, but could be preyed on a lot by like less than serious people around them. Like people who just want to like fuck this person probably come in and out pretty frequently. But this is someone who's actually like built to last, even if they don't seem like that. Like even if they don't come in that package, like They seem like a rodent, maybe. Yeah. Okay, the blockages are paths, literally. And I came out upside down, number 22. And then, I'm gonna leave it up, because you can see it better. And then scythe. So this person is negative. Like, this person has a negative, like, outlook on love because of what they've experienced that went wrong there. This person is just kind of, like, on their journey still. So, like I said, this person could have, like, you guys could have met here, but then you might have had to, like, dip out and do your own thing. That doesn't, like, you can't see, like, whether or not these paths ever intersect, which is what this person is struggling with. This person, like, probably knows they want to redirect. Because, like, I'm pretty sure that sea turtles have migrating patterns. Like, they go to the same places based off, like, the weather. So, like, once again, this person has forethought in their movement. Like, they're not moving just off of, like, what's happening right now. They're thinking a lot about, like, what's going to happen in the future and what they need to do to prepare for that. So, even, like, outside of a relationship context, because I just, like, this is the circumstances, and I just, like, pushed it aside. I think this person could be, like, more self-focused. Like, their cards are also, like, inverted, and yours are too. So, this is someone that you're probably not in contact with right now. Like, it feels like the love is still there, like, no love lost, but it doesn't really feel like you guys are very much interacting at all. And if you are, it's more so just, like, in that emotional, telepathic kind of space. Like, you might be hearing, like, songs from this person to, like, help you feel less, like, bad about the chances of success. Like, yeah. Okay, what are the circumstances and how do they feel about them? King of Cups, this is a... Oh, there's, like, a boob on it. Okay. King of Cups is a person, like, buried. More King of Cups here. So more confirmation that, like, the circumstances and how they're being viewed, no matter who this person is, like, what side you're on, they see the situation as, like, being solid. Like, they're buried by their emotions. Once again, there's, like, an obligation to follow a path that this person knows within themselves if they feel activated to, like, move towards you or just move towards the outcome that would lead them towards, like, the kind of experience they want to have. Because rabbits, like, this hair, it's like fertile energy. So if you're, like, if this is a divine feminine, which I kind of feel like it is just based off, like, the fact that you're being preyed on so heavily, you're giving, like, soft, cute, fluffy, voluptuous, squishy energy. Like, whatever you have to offer, there's a lot of, like, energies around that want to, like, reap it, like, breed it, you know, like, make more of it, or, like, exploit it even. Like, this is, like, you're giving, like, oil. Like, if there was an environment, then you're the oil in the environment. People want to, like, dominate that, claim it, and then, like, decide how it's being distributed. So there could be, like, this energy of this person over here kind of being gatekept, even if not by, like, another person or, like, another dominating masculine authority in their life, then by, like, the subtle forces or, like, spirits in their defense. Because this person could have, like, darker energies to defend them from darker energies, like, around them. And that could have even been, like, what inspired some split in this path, that this person was operating in their darkness, because this person does have darkness. So that's, like, we have to be real about that. This person definitely does have darkness. So, like, if this offer and gesture was in the reverse before, it could have been because they didn't offer it, because they didn't want to, or because they weren't the person they needed to be in order to make a good offering. Like, first time. Like, there's a feeling of being unprepared fully for what is required. I need something to put on top of this because it's a naked booby. I'm putting the police on top of the naked booby. Not sure if that's wise, but I'll do it. And then we have the Temperance and the Ten of Swords. Okay, I'm sorry. My alarm went off and it was like, spray your plants and red tape. I'm not even growing anything right now. But someone here could have some kind of, like, green thumb. Like, the ability to grow things. Or that's something that's, like, noted about them. Is, like, if you don't already have a garden, that, like, if you did have a garden, things would grow because you're that kind of nurturing force. And that's, like, the police car is moving towards this energy. We talked about the path, like, hopefully realigning. On the card, the symbol has an X, so maybe it does. It reminds me of pirates again, so One Piece could be significant. Either, like, to this person's energy, they could have pirate energy, or, like, you're their treasure in some kind of way. Yeah. But slow and steady wins the race with this person. They're not, like, in a rush, like, at all. So, How they see the dynamic, they feel like the love that you have is concrete. King of Cups and the Ace of Cups, with the King of Cups there, it's like very much confirming whatever experience that they did have is like monumented or cemented in their mind as being significant, and even something that they want to see continue into the future. Like if this is the first time and you only had like that one experience and then it was like one and done and then like never again, then it's like this person recognizes that the potential that existed in the dynamic or that experience. And I feel like they're going to consistently be reminded of the balance that was achieved there, and that being like a marker of a more divine or like higher tier dynamic because of the reciprocity. Temperance is like two cups like pushing water back and forth. And then once again, Sagittarius is the battle between like the higher self and the inner beast. So both of these people are like having like, and then yeah, so if it's you, then you kind of are this divine feminine. You are like kind of like this higher self or like a spiritual feminine, a very like fertile like essence, and you have to battle the beasts like kind of either internally or outside of you, but it kind of feels like more like an outside of a thing. Like either you're making your way in the world, or like you're trying to escape from something like in the past. Either that's like a mindset or it's like a literal like home environment. With this person, it feels definitely like maybe more internal and related to their masculinity and who they want to be in the world, and like their self-image from like an emotional internal place with the King of Cups and the Ace of Cups. If this is a masculine energy, then this is someone who like might have stuff, like material stuff, but maybe like who they are as a person could still like maybe need some developing. Or if they are a good person but haven't been like living in their good person, like they haven't, like their character hasn't been matching up with like, how do I say this? If their actions haven't aligned with their character, this person is being put into like this meditation state, like or this hibernation, so they can figure out how to present themselves as who they want to be towards you. Okay. So. Oh, this person could have another, like someone here in this dynamic could have another person. It's possible. Or just have had someone since then. And that could have come to an end because like obviously that was like bad, you're being preyed on. I feel like it could have been the feminine over here who had something else going on, but you guys could have like, this could have been a situation that like a lot of time has passed, because I'm getting first time, so you know it could have been that, you know, you guys have traveled quite a bit independently since then. Regardless, I feel like this experience was important and divinely guided. This is a guardian angel card because you needed to know the difference between one thing and another thing. The difference between the Ace of Cups and the Ten of Swords in reverse. Ten of Swords in reverse being like the devil that you know kind of thing, where like it's comfortable because it's familiar. New opportunities in the reverse. This is also number 3, which is like Empress energy. This is 5, which is Hierophant energy. So this person could be like a status symbol, and this person could be like a rich person, even if you're not already there yet, because once again we have paths here and like transformational energy. So you're giving like future celeb, because you're super like sexy and fertile and creative and like just abundant in terms of what you have to offer. And this is somebody who's like either in the beginning stages of building their empire or already has an empire, but like now has to do some like spiritual growth. Okay, so how are they seeing the predicted outcome? Like, how do they think things are going to go moving forward? The devil. So, situation currently still feels like it's, like, trapped. Like, things aren't necessarily moving very quickly right now. Especially if this person, like... I was saying they could have some kind of darker energy, man, and that feels like it's confirmed. I don't know if that's like I think you're used to that. Like, I don't know. I think I'm sorry, guys. I know that this is a reflection of myself, and that's why it's kind of funny. Okay. So you're probably like this really like attractive, pretty, or like cute thing. A lot of people want to have you as like a complimentary figure, as like a good luck charm, or like a representation of their status. So you're used to like that kind of a darkness. I feel like this person exists in that kind of a darkness. To whatever extent and however that's showing up, they have some kind of like darkness. And that feels like that affects how they're able to act moving into this next, like, however long. Like, their predicted outcome is, like, I'm kind of trapped either by myself or by what's surrounding me. And either way, I kind of created that by my own choices. Then we have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. I just moved it. I just rolled towards Temperance, which is divine guidance. And this is Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. Nine of Pentacles upright, like most eligible bachelor coming out of independence, coming out of codependency. So if this codependency is on like a job, that could be coming to an end. And if it's not codependency, it's just like I'm not free to make all my independent choices right now. This person like feels stifled by their lack of perceived freedom. Like, they don't feel free. But they're also making a lot of choices. So I feel like there's like this like cognitive dissonance is like, are you free? Am I free? Who's free? Are we free? No. Like, this person is motivated kind of by their fear of lack. And that's important to know. Like, they're not going to offer a gesture anything that they can't offer a gesture. Like, you know, like, they're not going to overextend themselves. So don't expect them to. You can, like, save yourself from disappointment here in the situation when you understand that this person is, like, maybe dealing with more things than you even know, like deep diver, or that there's, like, another, like, there's, like, a third-party influence here. Even if it's not another person, it's just like, you know, there's something else going on here that makes this person feel stuck. They are very attracted to you, though. I feel like this person probably would, like, get off to you, like, in their own time. Like, think of you. Yeah. Like, it's this King of Swords, like, holding this thing that he admires, and he's, like, on this throne of, like, swords of blood around it. So it's, like, this cute little butterfly in his finger, but he's surrounded, like, by nothing but cruelty. So, like, this is someone who could be, like, you know Bridgerton? The season that shows the story between Queen Charlotte and her husband when he's, like, going crazy and, like, self-punishing himself because he's like, I'm not good enough. Because that's what he, like, was taught to believe about himself. And so he makes choices to, like, isolate himself from the woman that actually would, you know, love him. So this is what I think this person is dealing with, is, like, they recognize some kind of deficiency in themselves and how that restricts them from behaving in the way they might think is most ideal. And then that prevents them from maybe always seeing opportunities as they come up for what they are. Because there could be more opportunities to move towards you than this person really thinks. But it's mostly, like, a result of this person's mindset. Like, they have to, like, do the healing for themselves to understand why it's valuable to take advantage of the opportunities that are being put in front of them by, like, this divine force. Yeah, because there's something about, like, you and what you represent and your spiritual energy. That puts an end maybe to, like, this devilish energy, for better or for worse. Like, if this person's in another relationship and they're stuck in it, like, they're buried in it, then, like, moving towards you means ending that relationship. Hope that makes sense. And that's something that, like, makes this person feel anxious. Not because they don't want to, but because they're, like, struggling to, like, follow up with the action here. Because this person recognizes you as being a successful long-term option. And I think that you reflect well on them. Like, how could you not? Like, you're smart and attractive here in some kind of way. You're just also super intense. Like, not a person that would be easily manipulated. Like, they would have to reflect that highest tier of love in this dynamic. Which is why you're probably not getting it right now, is because this person's like, I know I can't. I know I can't do it. I know I can't commit to it, and I can't do wrong by this, like, supple opportunity. Because if they did wrong by them, they might risk, like, taking a path that they can't turn their back from. And this person also thinks about that. It's like, you know, I can do too much. I can make a mistake here, and then I can lose this. And this person recognizes, like, what this is to them. And they don't want to, like, bring chaos into it. Or even continue to build on previous chaos. Like, there's something about, like, not tainting it. Six of Pentacles. Okay, so the last card, though, is literally like an exchange. And we have offer and gesture. So, you know, it might take a while. It might take a while because it feels like this person has like a lot of stuff to go through. We have like this Sagittarius energy, which is the 9 here, and we have a 9 of Swords here and a 9 of Pentacles here. So thought and mind need to like kind of align here in a divinely guided way, and that takes time because of just how much there is to develop and how good this comes through in the end. Like it comes through in like a well-balanced way that it may never go away after it comes through. We have the High Priestess here in the reverse, which is the couple to the Hierophant, and we have the 3 of Cups. So I mean, ultimately you might even like, from whoever you are here, there's an understanding of like, or at least a hope based in intuition that things are going to come back together in a balanced way. And that's what the cards show. It just doesn't really show that happening very quickly. And even if it does happen quickly, it's not like easy. So it could happen quickly if someone makes a very distinct choice to make an offer or a gesture. But I feel like for most of you, you're on this like more waiting side of this energy. And you're just kind of like anxious about when you will receive what you hope for and know that you deserve. Okay, so that's pile number 2. I really love this deck. Like, it truly is a beautiful fucking deck. Like, the illustrations are so nice. And she not only, like, made the book, and she also, like, drew these pictures, which is, like, really inspiring. Because I know that I can draw. So, like, I can make a deck. And, like, this is proof that I can make a deck. And I feel like, in this situation, you could have some kind of inspirational, presence. Like, someone here with, like, whoever's the more creative one inspires the more masculine one to embody more of that creativity. All right, file number 3, enemies to lovers. I'm excited about this one. Thank you to everybody who's catching the live. I don't know when this is going to be published, but if you're here and you're getting the sneaky peekies, definitely turn on the post notifications and all that stuff so you can keep getting the sneak peeks if you want. So we have ritual and routine. Light aspect is the turtle and coriander, satisfaction. Dark aspect is the owl, vision and silence. These are the blockages. Then we have playing hard to get. Light aspect is the horse. This came out in pile number 1. As the dark aspect of another person. And it says modest fortitude. And then we have the seal, spirit and perception, also in the reverse. We have the police and the Joker here, and we have the Joker here too. And these all come from like a Batman car set. So this could be someone that you're having some pretty consistent like confrontation with. And even if it isn't like overt confrontation, because I don't feel like it is. Like with this owl energy, this is like mean mugging, and then the seal perceptions in the reverse. So this person may not even like fully realize every like thing that this person is coming to the energy with. And I was like, this kind of reminds me like non-romantically of something that's going on in my life where like I go to this like common space and I like purchase a coffee, and then like the people will sometimes like intentionally make my coffee like not good, and then they'll be like, well, you know, if you don't like it, just let me know and then I'll fix it. And I'm like, well, why would I want to like keep coming to you and asking you to make it the right way when you could just make it well? And the person who literally said that like is someone who self-proclaimed worked as a coffee barista for 4 years. So it's like, if you're making my coffee poorly, like it's not because you don't know how to make good coffee, it's because you want to do that, and I don't want to keep getting up out of my seat to come ask you to do the job that you know how to do. So this is a situation where people could like someone could be intentionally like poking at you because they like to get your response. And I feel like whoever the poker is could be like on this side. I don't know, that we'll see. We have the 7 of Pentacles in reverse, the 2 of Wands in reverse, the King of Pentacles upright, and the 3 of Wands. So one of you like perceives that the other one of you is like enjoying to be a nuisance, but I also feel like the person who like is being annoyed kind of expects to be annoyed or likes to be annoyed. There's something about like that interaction that like validates them in some kind of way. What are the blockages? Clover. Yeah. I'm getting that the poker is on this side. I don't know that this is a relationship that like you really want to see come together. Cause I don't know, like, that it's really meant to in this pile. Like in this pile, it kind of seems like the energy is more chaotic and just non-serious. So at the very least, if you are manifesting the situation, just understand the karmic nature of it, so that way it can't like develop to a point of like really harming you or like debilitating you in any kind of way. Like if you know that you're in a toxic relationship, just keep reminding yourself that like, yeah, this is a toxic relationship. Like don't let yourself think that this is the end all be all. Like if you're gonna engage with this person in this energy, just know that you deserve better and that you can have better experiences. um yeah, this playing hard to get person is like kind of focused entirely like in their own direction. So this kind of feels like more of a one-sided energy. And whatever love or hate is coming through, because it kind of feels like it's both. Like it kind of feels like a very thin line between love and hate in this dynamic. And it's coming towards this person because they're seen as like this sparkly thing, as like someone who's accomplished, as someone who's like worth respect, who clearly is like divinely favored, maybe doesn't even have to work very hard, has more of like a luxurious life. And there's someone over here who like kind of would like to have whatever this person's energy embodies, but maybe doesn't know how to like control that, or wouldn't be able to like handle that energy or hold that energy in a proper way. This person has like a motivation based like either in their greed or in their desires, and that kind of like taints their ability to like reach certain goals or um, achieve certain, like even receive certain blessings from spirit. So they see this person as like being avoidant or thinking more of themselves than they actually do, just because this person is kind of insecure. And this person could be someone who like makes it a point to be aware of like everything that you have going on, because they want to learn from you in some kind of way. Like there's some kind of access difference in your knowledge. This person could definitely gain if they put in the work to, but I don't know if this person really wants to do that. Like they're like more the type to like desire instant gratification. So beware of that in this context, like romantically, because once again, could be like really strongly led by their desires. They probably don't have impulse control. And they kind of do have predator energy. But this is not the kind of predator that just comes immediately in for the kill. They're more like, I'm gonna stalk and hunt and watch you from the sidelines and learn everything that there is to know about you, so I know exactly how to present myself in a way that you'll receive and see as being in alignment with you. It's crazy. And I'm also like getting a slight like friends to lovers energy here, even though this is an enemy's like pile, because I think like this could be someone that you recognize as a friend who actually is an enemy that you're not even seeing as an enemy because of how they intentionally choose to present themselves. Like this is someone who could like smile in your face and like kind of want to backstab you, or they intentionally create this like chaotic environment because they like to fight with you. Like on this card, the Two of Wands, these are like conjoined, like they're sewn together. So, and someone in this energy feels like they need the interaction. Like if it's like anger, they want to like fight and fuck, then that's what, like they feel like addicted maybe even to that. Like they're willing to do whatever it takes to like get more of this experience. And that could even be like you. Like if this is someone who has been like chaotic in your energy and you're used to like people being that way because of what you experienced like when you were younger, and it's like a mirroring dynamic and you're attached to that feeling of like, I want more, I need more, and you like to like buck and fight for like love, then this could be you falling into like a toxic dynamic. And it's important once again for you to remember like who you are and what you deserve to be valued as, because you might mistake the toxicity of this dynamic as like it being the endearing factor. Like you might think, oh, I've been through so much here, that's why I have to stay. And I don't know that that's really the best thing to do. I mean, it could be like, take it out, it resonates, you know, do your own thing here, but it just kind of feels like you could be at risk of not making all the progress or not pulling in the like bigger manifestation because you were like messing with a joker. What's that song? Is it Rhiannon? Players only love you when they're playing. Like this person over here could have like read like the 48 laws of power, or, like they know the laws of seduction or something like that. Like they have some kind of like you know. So I would just say like mind yourself. Like mind yourself. Don't do too much. Don't go too far. Don't stick your neck out too far. Because this is someone who like has manipulator energy. Could be like waiting for an opportunity. It doesn't have to be like terrible and demonic and evil or anything. This could also just be someone who like, I don't know, like they're aware of your routine, like they watch, like, I don't know, whoever this person is. They put a lot of time and effort into being aware of their targets. So whether or not they're targeting you because they love you or hate you, this person is coming with a lot of intensity and focus. And they're primarily self-motivated, even if they are presenting themselves as being like a peer or like someone that you can trust. Like they could be like just trying to get what they want out of you. And you could know that, and you could be turning the other way because you know your value. So what do they think about like what's gonna happen here? What does pile number 3's person think about what the predicted outcome will be? Judgment. So someone could expect to be judged. I feel like that's this person. They might know that they are operating out of a little bit of like taint. So they could be taking that from you because you seem to be like good. You seem to be good. You're coming out with some pretty good energy, but I think the truth is that if you're attracting someone like this, there could be something like that about you. Like once again, like it's like maybe where you come from or like what you're used to. There are lessons here for both of you about like how you can and cannot interact with other people and how they respond to you when you do. And there's like manipulation here, for better or for worse. Like social agendas are kind of significant. Because it could be someone who wants to be your friend just so that they can like learn from you. That's what I'm getting from like this energy. It doesn't have to be like negative, like entirely. It's just that there could be like occasionally an extreme attachment to your energy, like a possessiveness, because like you're rare. Like how often do you see a 4-leaf clover? And judgment is like this divine energy. It's not even just like justice, where like the material world is putting things into balance. This is, so yeah, if this is you over here and you're like, man, I don't really get a good vibe off of this person, then like, yeah, go ahead and set that boundary because you know best here. Like listen into yourself about how to respond to this person, even when they're not presenting everything that they are. And even if you still feel curious about what there is left to be seen. 7 of Pentacles here is here again in the reverse. So like, I don't know if this is a situation that's meant to be growing. I think if you set a boundary, then it's clear that this isn't going to grow. And if you haven't already, then you probably need to. King of Cups. 5 of Cups. 4 of Pentacles in reverse. Came out before, and I think pile number 1. So pile number 1 is significant here. You might want to watch that. And then we have the Tower. So yeah, this situation I don't think is going to go anywhere good. It's just going to like stress you out because it's really complicated and maybe toxic, honestly. The thing is though, I feel like for a while it'll be enjoyable and you might continue to engage in this dynamic for as long as your spiritual team will allow you to, but then when that time comes, then it's like everything is done. So you should expect the situation to come to a close after like the whole thing has gone through. Like after both people have had all the emotional experiences that the situation was meant to present to them, then it comes to like this neutral state where like wherever the dust settles, it settles. And people just have to like accept where they fall. And I feel like as time goes on, you realize that your side of the street is actually a lot clearer, it's a lot cleaner, there's not as much going on, everything's kind of like certain and guaranteed because you're doing like the right thing or like you've made the right choices for yourself. And then this person is like existing in this energy more of like regret or having lost something valuable. And if this is like a friend or like someone around you and it's not like a romantic context and this is just someone realizing what they did wrong and how that affects like your relationship moving forward. This could also be like a family situation. Like if this is like a masculine figure like your father or your mother, they know like based off of what has happened here, what is not what they did wrong, and now they have the opportunity to be something better. So like ultimately, like the situation is not negative, like karmically speaking, in terms of like the point of your alignment was for you both to have like these experiences, to feel whatever feelings are like associated with every choice that you're making. So for you, you probably experienced some kind of like enmeshment in this connection, felt really attracted to this person, but then there was like conflict and then you moved away. This person probably saw you, was really attracted to you, knew that you had some kind of value, tried to manipulate that energy in some kind of way that to benefit themselves, and then now they have to realize what that meant about how you needed to react to them in order to maintain your stability. And then they're like, man, I should have done something different. But regardless, it's like a valuable experience to both of you because you needed to see whatever you needed to see. So yeah, this is the reading. I hope that you enjoyed this and that, you know, it resonated for you in some kind of way. If you liked it, please like it, subscribe, follow, share, all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.